What's going on, people? Gather round. Time to pour another pint of knowledge here on the Browns. My name, of course, is Glenn. Welcome to it, guys. We bring you the freshest and tastiest in all the brews each and every episode. And today is no exception. We're hanging out right here in Atlanta. We're going to hit up Sweetwater. This is their 15th anniversary beer, or Sweetwater 15. It's aptly named. Don't look for Sweetwater 14, 13, 12, 11, any of that. This is their first ever anniversary beer. And for this beer, what they did is they took an old ESB recipe that they'd had laying around for ages and breathed new life into it and pretty much turned it into a behemoth. So think of this as an ESB base, but by no means or definition is this probably going to fit in with your typical ESB. It ranks 70 IBUs, 10% alcohol by volume, features 5 different malts, 4 different hops, and I mean, I'm not sure what else to say. You guys are smart people. You heard the stats. 10% alcohol by volume, 70 IBUs. It started off as an ESB. Fantastic color to it. Absolutely gorgeous. Almost garnet. You've seen a few barley wines on here this very same color. And yet the bouquet is reserved and not a total punch in your nose. Little malt sweetness. I'm getting some interesting hop characteristics out of it. Almost sudsy on one side. Still a little grassy. That's really interesting. That's really interesting. Plenty of malt present. I wouldn't call it malt overpowering by any means. You get some fruity esters out of it, almost like you would out of, say, some wee heavy styles. Additionally, out of some red or amber ales, some interesting fruity esters there. It's crazy because at 70 IBUs, you would expect the hops to play consistently at least the whole way through, if not get a hop bomb at the beginning or the end of your flavor profile. But that is not the case with this one. I'm actually getting just a little bit the hop bitterness really kind of picks up in the last third of the flavor profile. And I feel like the hops here are really kind of just meant to cleanse the palate of that heavier malt build. And it does so fantastically. Hey, knock it off. I'm talking to people over here. Yes, you too. So this is the deal. Probably a little more on the limited edition side. I wouldn't expect it to be around too long, and if I remember right, this ran you in the neighborhood of, it was something ridiculous. It was like $5 or $6. Absolutely phenomenal. It's actually kind of a complex one. This is something that I would have to sit here for a minute and kind of think over. So I would look to my written notes to get more in-depth coverage of this beer. That and the fact that I have a couple of pups who seem to have other things in mind than me telling you about beer. That being said, get out there, support Sweetwater, snag at least 2 bottles, 10% alcohol by volume. Feel free to let it rest for a number of years. Other than that, people, support local, support American, support independent, and we'll see you over our next pint here on the rounds, guys. Have a good one, and happy anniversary to Sweetwater. You guys have changed the face of Atlanta beer. We thank you.